Recently, the good folks at Suzuki invited us for an introduction of their new, larger SUV called the XL7. They told us that if we liked the Grand Vitara, we'd love the XL7. Well, needless to say, we do like the Grand Vitara, so that was a good enough tease to get us to go check out their new vehicle. We were first introduced to the new Suzuki by Celeste Spire, the Automotive Public Relations Manager for American Suzuki Corporation. She started her introduction by using one of my favorite quotes, "The future is so bright, I gotta wear shades." Well, we were then shown the XL7 for the first time and told that Suzuki had planned a day of driving for us, which included a variety of paved and unpaved roads here in southern Nevada that would show off the Suzuki's capabilities. The first thing that you'll notice about the XL7 is that the front half looks remarkably like the existing Vitara Grand Vitara. Guess what? It is, except for some minor and major improvements. The minor and usually hidden items like the redesign of the front frame rails, and yes, like its sibling, it's a full ladder frame. And there's also things like liquid-filled motor mounts and a whole bunch of other tweaking. But the most major thing that you'll notice is the new engine. It's now a 2.7-liter, 24-valve quad-cam V6 that puts out 170 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. This is up from the 155 horsepower, 168 pound-feet of torque in the 2.5-liter found in the Grand Vitara. And you notice it. Now, as we look at the back half of the XL7, you'll notice the really big difference. It's nearly 20 inches longer, and the wheelbase is almost 13 inches longer. And the overall look of the XL7 is much cleaner and more upscale than the Grand Vitara. Missing are the lower body claddings, and that combined with the visual look of the longer XL7 gives this Suzuki a much more refined appearance. Now, what did they do with all that extra length? Well, that's where the 7 in XL7 comes in. It stands for 7 passenger. Yep, they added a third row of seating. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you're going to want to carry 6 additional adults with you, but then who among us does? However, 2 adults can easily carry 5 kids, or 5 adults and 2 kids in the rear jump seat. Now, you heard me mention comfort, a big word in the automotive industry and a big word in our day-to-day lives. Let me tell you, Suzuki did a big-time job in making the XL7 comfortable. As much fun as the Grand Vitara is, and you regular viewers know how much Mike and I like the Grand Vitara, as we chose it as the best small SUV in our annual Altus Awards for the past 2 years running. As with all shorter wheelbase vehicles, especially on dirt, they have a tendency to oversteer, and the ride can become a bit choppy at times. You'll never think about that with the XL7. Suzuki has delivered a well-mannered, smooth riding, good handling, and guess what? Still fun to drive vehicle. During a day of driving, our little caravan of XL7s were taking on everything from highways to back roads to no roads. Well, almost no roads. And I liked it. Good acceleration from both the automatic and manual, good high-speed stability, good maneuverability, and quiet while doing all that. Now, I don't want to mislead you in that all the comfort is in the ride. There are plenty of other items throughout the vehicle to add to your comfort, and you only have to look to the second row of seating to see how much Suzuki cares about your comfort. These 60/40 seats not only recline to various positions, but they are also movable fore and aft. Needless to say, by the time we were done at the end of the day, we were asking Suzuki for a long-term tester. It gets delivered next week, and we'll start bringing you our regular updates on our day-to-day, month-to-month experience with the XL7. I have to say in closing, based on our day with the XL7 in the southern Nevada area, Suzuki, you better leave those shades on because your future does look bright.